Alright, so I just wanted to post a video on my GameCube collection. It all started with when I got that GameCube there from Craigslist. I got it, I don't remember, with a couple of games. I think it was like $60 or $80. And from there, I just wanted to get a couple more games. That were exclusive to the GameCube, and from there I just got a little out of hand and started getting everything I can get my hands on, which I thought was cool to have or unique. So anyway, this is my GameCube collection. So I've got the 007s. It's pretty cool. This is Adventure Island Japanese um, version. They never came out with a US version. And the GameCube plays Japanese games as their NTSC. Batman series. This is a Bonk's Adventure. Charlie's Angel. This is Doraemon, I think it's called. My daughter's favorite, Dora. Some Donkey Kong games. Now this probably has to be either my second or my third favorite retro system. I don't know if you would consider it retro, being that it's um, you know, out of the market now for a couple of years, but it's not that long. But my Super Nintendo has to clearly be my favorite, as I grew up with that system. My first system was Atari 2600, and I would buy games for it, and my Nintendo when I was younger. But Super Nintendo was my favorite. I had a job at the time. I was probably like 15, 16, 17. I would spend my paycheck on buying Super Nintendo games. So that's my number one favorite game. It's actually a good shooter. And Genesis is okay. I have it with an EverDrive, and it's pretty good. But I like the GameCube. It has a lot of platform games which I'm into. Um, Love the Kirby game. And I love my PlayStation 1. It's pretty good. Metroids, Mortal Kombats, Mega Man, Mega Man Collection, Mega Man X Collection, Mega Man Anniversary Collection, Midway Arcade Treasures 1, 2, and 3. Monsters Inc. Now, doing this probably took me, I don't know, I started getting the games, it probably took me about a month, getting all the covers, locating all the covers, resizing them, cropping them, printing them, cutting them, folding them, putting them into here, it probably took me a couple of days. So this has been one massive project that I've been working on now, maybe for a couple of months on and off, but finally got it out of the way, so now I can move on to other things. That's the Resident Evil series. Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, SSX series. Now, Gamecube has pretty good lineup of games. Super Adventure, Monkey Ball Adventure, Star Fox series, Shreks, SpongeBob games, Spyro, Sonic games, Sonic Adventure 1, 2, Sonic Gems, which I believe it's the 7 Genesis classics, Sonic Mega Collection, it's the Sonic CD, Sonic Jam, the fighting game, and Sonic R, the racing game. And then it also comes with the so it comes with the Sega CD, Sonic, the 2 Sonics that were released for the Sega Saturn, and the 4 Sonics that were released for the Game Gear. So this is all the Genesis stuff. Then you've got the Saturn, the Sega CD, and the Game Gear games. So this is pretty much all the old school Sonics there. Sonic Heroes, Riders, Shadow. It's a pretty good shooter. Spider-Man, Samurai Jack, Scorpion King, the Tie series, Turtle games, another Turtle game, Turok. Beautiful Joe series. Now this is actually the same game. I ended up burning it twice, so, and I was lucky enough to find 2 covers, so put that in there. Mario games, the WrestleManias, X-Men. This is a pretty good shooter. All the Zeldas. This is the Zelda Collector's Edition. This has got the 4 classic games, so I believe it's the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo, the old school Nintendo games. These are good fighters. The Zatch Bell series, they're pretty good fighters. And then the Splinter Cells. So I've got 31 empty slots, so I'm thinking of just getting a 40 spindle of CDs and getting another 31 that I don't have and just putting it in here so I can fill up this case. This case holds 320, so I think I'm just gonna fill it up and that's it. Call my GameCube collection a wrap.